Hello everyone, welcome to Q&A Academy. In today's class, we are going to discuss about the continuation of previous topic, which is L.C.M and H.C.F. In our previous class, we already discussed about the complete concept of L.C.M and H.C.F. But in this class, we are going to discuss about the important questions where they have asked in competitive exams. Those questions only I am going to solve in the today's class. Now, if you have any doubts in these questions, definitely you can comment in the comment box. So, let us start the concept. Now, if you look into the first question, the LCM of 15, 25 and 29 is what they are asking. For this question, everyone is following traditional approach only. What is the traditional approach that you are going to follow? By using prime factorization method, you are going to solve this question. Now, first, what is the first prime number? The first prime number is going to be 2. By using 2, is that possible to divide the 3 numbers? No, I cannot divide it. So, next, what is the next prime number? The next prime number is going to be 3. By using 3, I can divide one number in this. What is that? 15. 3 fives, how much? 15. And remaining numbers, I will be writing as it is. Now, if I take the next number, what is the next prime number I have to take? My next prime number is going to be 5. 5 ones 5, 5 fives 25. Here if you observe, 29 itself it is a prime number. So the numbers whatever I have taken, those numbers are ending with prime numbers or not. So now I'll be multiplying all the numbers whatever I have here. Now 3 into 5 into 5 into 29 if I do, whatever the answer I am going to get, that is going to be my LCM. Now how I have to solve this? What is 29 into 3? What is 20 into 3? 20 into 3 is going to be 60. 9 into 3 is going to be 27. 60 plus 27 how much? 87. So what is 5 into 5? 5 into 5 is 25. 87 I have to multiply with what? 25. Any number if you are multiplying with 25, what you will be doing? You will be adding 2 zeros for this and you will divide with 4. If you divide with 4, you will be getting the answer or not. Now what is the answer I am going to get here? 4 2s 8, 4 1s 4, 3 0 is remainder, 4 7s 28, 2 0 is remainder, 4 5s 20. Now what is the answer I got here? 2175. Here if you observe, option C is my answer. But if we follow this method, it is going to take huge time. So what I am going to do? I am going to use one shortcut method. What is the shortcut method? By using option verification, I am going to solve this question. Now here what they have given? 15, 25 and 29 they have given. Now 15 can I write it as 3 into 5? Yes, of course I can write it. And 25 also I will be writing it as 5 into 5. 29 itself it is a prime number. Now first what I will do means I will check with 5. What is the divisibility rule for 5? The divisibility rule for 5 is if last two numbers are 0 or 5, then the complete number is divisible by 5 or not? Yes, of course. Now here if you observe, here in first option my last number is 5. So it is definitely divisible by 5. Second option if you observe, what is my last number here? 7. It is not divisible by 5. So I can eliminate my option B. Third option C if you observe, here also my last number is 5. It is divisible by 5. Option D if you observe, my last number is 5. That is also divisible by 5. Now what is the remaining number I have here? 3. With 3 I have to check whether it is divisible by option A, option C, option D or not. Now before that, what is the divisibility rule for 3? Divisibility rule for 3 is sum of all digits should be divisible by 3. Now here if you observe, what is the sum of digits in option A? 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 2, 10, 10 plus 3, 13. Can you tell me 13 is divisible by 3 or not? No, it is not divisible by 3. So I can eliminate option A. In the same way, 7 plus 5, 12. 12 plus 1, 13, 13 plus 2, 15. 15 is divisible by 3 or not? Yes, it is divisible by 3. So I can select one option as C. If you observe D, here if you observe 7 plus 5, how much? 12. 12 plus 3, 15. 15 plus 2, 17. 17 is divisible by 3 or not? No, it is not divisible. So option D also I can eliminate. Only one option I have, which is option C, and that is going to be my answer. Now, if you look into the next question, Which is the number divisible by 10, 18 and 25? I think you already know the traditional approach how you have to solve this. But I want to use the shortcut method directly to solve this question. Now, by using 10, what is the divisibility rule for 10? If last number is 0, then the complete number is divisible by 10 or not? Here if you observe, in all the options, my last number is 0 only. Yes or no? So it is divisible by 10. Each and every option is divisible by 10. Now I'll go with the next one, which is 18. 18 I'll be writing it as 9 into 2. Now I'll start checking with 9 whether it is divisible by 9 or not. Now what is the divisibility rule for 9? The divisibility rule for 9 is sum of all digits should be divisible by 9. Now here if I have to take sum of all digits, what is 3 plus 5? 8. 8 is not divisible by 9. Now, if I take option B, what is 4 plus 5? 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 is divisible by 9. If 9 is divisible by 9, I can select one option as B. But directly I can eliminate my option A or not? Yes. In the same way, if you look into the third option, which is C, 3 plus 2 how much? 5. 5 is not divisible by 9. So I can eliminate option C also. Option D, if you observe, 5 plus 0 is nothing but 5. 5 is also not divisible by 9. So I can eliminate my option D as well. So here I am left with only one option, which is nothing but B, and that is going to be my answer. Understood all of you? By using option verification method, each and every question we can solve within 10 seconds only. But the concept you have to understand. Okay, now let us move into the third question. Find the smallest number which gives a remainder 5 when divided by any of the numbers 8, 12 and 15. First of all, whenever we are looking into the question, we have to understand the question. Here if you observe what they are going to tell in the question, here they are mentioning that smallest number, it should be a smallest number, and the remainder how much I should get? 5 is the remainder, that what I get. Now, what are the numbers they have mentioned here? 18, 12 and 15. By using these numbers, if you divide any of the options, what is the remainder you should get? The remainder you should get as 5. Now what we will do, by using these numbers, we will check the options. Yes or no? If we check the options, if we get remainder as 5, then we can select that option or not. Yes. So what is the first number they have given? 8. By using 8, I will check whether I can divide 120 or not. 8 if I divide with 120, 8 once, 8, 8 5 40. What is the remainder I am getting here? 0. So I can eliminate directly my option A. Now, if you look into the second option, 240, 8 3 is how much? 24. So it is also directly eliminated. 830 is nothing but 240 or not. So what is the remainder I am getting here? 0. But what is the remainder I should get? 5 is the remainder, that what I get. Now, in option C, if you observe, 8 once 8, remainder will be 4 5. Yes or no? 8 5 is 40. So here I am getting my remainder as 5. 125 if I divide with 8, what is the remainder I am getting here? 5. Now, if you look into the option D, 8 8 64, here the remainder is going to be 1. If you look into the option E, 101, 8 once 8, 20 is remainder, 8 2 16, and here I am getting my remainder as 5. Now, what we have to do here, we have two options which are C and E. Yes or no? How many options I have? C and E. Now, these two options I have to check whether it is divisible by 12 and 15 or not. Now, if I start checking with 12, 12 tens 120 and remainder I am getting it as 5. Same remainder. In the same way, I have to check 101 also. 12 5s how much? 12 5 60. 12 6 how much? 72. 12 7s 84. 12 8s 96. 96 if I take, what is the remainder I am getting? Again I am getting my remainder as 5 only. Now what I have to do? I have to go with 15. If I go with 15, 15 into 8 how much? 15 into 8 is going to be 120 and remainder I am going to get it as 5. Then what is 15 into 7? 15 into 7 will be 105. 15 into 6 will be 15 into 6 is going to be 90. 90 if I consider. What is the option I am getting here? 11. What is the remainder I am getting here? 11. If the remainder is 11, then I can eliminate my option E or not. Now what is the option I have left with? Only one option, which is 125, option C. So that is going to be my answer. This is how you can solve each and every question without using pen and paper only if you are good in calculations. Understood all of you? Now let us see the next question. The LCM of 98, 145 and 505 they are asking. Now whatever the question they have given, I will be writing it here first. 98, 145 and 505 they have mentioned. Now what I have to do with this question? I have to find the LCM for this. But here if you observe, these numbers are very large numbers. But if you observe, there is one small thing in this. 98 is divisible by one number, which is 14. How many times? 98, I can write it as 14 into 7. What is 14 into 7? 14 into 7 is going to be 98. But here if you observe, if you check with 7, whether it is divisible by 7 or not, if you check with that number, then directly you can identify it or not. The option is correct or not? Yes. Now what I will be doing? I will be taking each and every option and I will check with the divisibility rule of 7. Now what is the first option I have? 1, 6, 3, 6, 1, 2, 0. This is the first option that what they have mentioned. What is the divisibility rule for 7? All of you remember this properly. Now the divisibility rule for 7 is whatever the numbers they have given, you make it as half. But here if you observe, this side I have 4 numbers, but here I have only 3 numbers. You keep it 1, 0 and the number should be equal in both the places. Okay, here how many numbers are taking? This side also those numbers only you can take. Those many numbers only you can take. But only 1, 0 only you have to keep. Understood all of you? Now I have divided into 2 parts. What is the first part? This is the first part and this is the second part. From first part you have to eliminate the second part. Now what is the first part here? 6120. What is the second part here? 163. From 6120 you have to eliminate 163. From 6100, if you eliminate 100, how much it is? 6020. From 63, if you eliminate 20, how much it is? 43. 43 if you have to eliminate from 6000. From 6000 if you eliminate 43, how much it will be? 5957. Now you have to check 5957 is divisible by 7 or not. Now if I divide with 7, 7 8's how much? 56. What is the remainder I have here? 35. 7 5's 35, 7 1 7. Now 851 is the answer. So 851, it is divisible or not? Now if it is divisible, I am getting my remainder as 0. If I am getting my remainder as 0, then I can consider my option as A. Now we will look into the second option, which is 1 4 3 5 2 1 0. Now first thing what I have to do, I have to make it as half. If I make it as half, it will be 5210. From this what I have to remove? I have to remove 143. Now what I have to do? From 200 I will remove 100. If I remove 100 from 200, what is remaining here? 5110. Here how much is remaining? 43. If I remove 10 also from 43, it will be 33 is remaining. Yes or no? Now what I will be getting? 5067 is going to be coming. Now 5067, I have to divide with what? I have to divide with 7. 7 7's how much? 49. 1 6 is remainder. 7 2's 14. 2 7 is remainder. 7 3 is 21 and remainder is going to be 6. So if the remainder is 6, it is divisible or not? No, it is not divisible. So I can eliminate my option B. In the same way, if you check option C and option D also, those numbers also it will be getting eliminated, because here the only number it is divisible by 3 and 7 is what? 7 is what? 1636120 is the answer. Understood all of you? Now look into the next question. Find the smallest number which is divisible by 4, 9, 12 and 16 each time, leaves remainder as 3. Same like previous question only. Here first thing what I have to do, I have to check with 4, whether it is divisible by the remaining numbers or not. If I check with 4, what is the first number I have here? 290. Yes or no? If I start checking with 4, whether it is divisible by 4 or not, what is the remainder I am going to get? That is what important or not? Yes. 4 sevens, how much? 28. What is the remainder I have here? 10. 4 twos, how much? 8. How much remainder I am getting here? 2 is the remainder that which I have here. Now, what is the remainder I should get? I should get it as 3. So, directly I can eliminate option A or not? Yes. Now, what is the second option? 141. If I start checking with 4, 4 3s, how much? 12. 2 1 will be the remaining. 2 1 if I divide with 4, 4 5s, 20. So here, what is the remainder I am getting? 1 is the remainder that which I am getting. So can I eliminate my option B or not? Yes. Now, if I go with the option C, now with what I have to divide? With 4 I have to divide. 4 3s, how much? 12. 2 7 will be remainder. 4 6, how much? 24. What is the remainder I got here? 3. So it is eligible or not? Whatever they are asking, I am getting that only here. So I can consider my option as C. Fourth option, if you observe, 4 3 is 12, 2 6 is remainder, 4 6 24. Remainder I am getting it as 2. So I can eliminate my option D as well. By using the first number only, I am identifying all the options and I am eliminating the remaining options. Now what is my answer here? My option is going to be C, which is 147. Understood all of you? Now let us solve the sixth question. Here they have mentioned we have to find LCM for 148 and 205. Now first thing what I have to do, by using prime factorization method, I will do it. 148 if I divide with 2, what I will be getting? 74, which is nothing but 74 into 2 is 148 or not? Yes. Now 74 also if I divide with 2, 2 3 6, 2 7s 14. So what I will be getting here? 37 into 2. Now for 148 what I have here? 37 into 2 square. Yes or no? 37 into 2 square I have. Next if I solve for 205. Now for 205 what I have to take? If I multiply with 5, 5 4s 20, 5 1s 5, which is nothing but 5 into 41 is going to be 205 or not? Now here what I have? 5 into 41. Now 37 into 2 square is nothing but 37 into 4 only. 37 into 4 is going to be 148 only. In the same way, 41 into 5 is going to be 205 only. So what we have to do here? We have to multiply 148 into 205. 148, if I multiply with 205, what is 148 into 100? 148 into 100 is nothing but 14,800. Then 148 into 200 will be what? 148 into 200 will be 28,000. First of all, I'll take 28,000. 800 into 200 is what? 1600. So it is going to be 29,600. Now what is the remaining thing I have? Remaining I have 5. So 148 I have to multiply with 5. Any number if you are multiplying with 5, what it will happen? 1480 divided by 2. 2 7s 14, 2 4s 80. So 29600 you have to multiply with what? 740. If you multiply with 740, what you are going to get? 30340 is the answer that which you are going to get. But you need not to solve the complete question like this. This calculation and all, it is not needed. I'll be telling you one simple shortcut. All of you observe carefully. Here what they have told? 148 into 205 they have mentioned. Yes or no? 148 into 100 is how much? 14,800. 148 into 200 is how much? 29,600. 28,000 plus 1600. 29,600 only. 29,600 means directly I can eliminate option A and option B or not? Yes or no? Now what I have here? 29,600 I have. For 29,600, next nearest number is what? 30,340 only. Here you are multiplying 148 with 5. If you are multiplying 148 with 10, it is going to be 1480 and it is going to be near to 3260. But you are multiplying with 5, which is nothing but you are going to take only 700. If you are taking only 700, it will be near to 30,340 only. In that way, you can select your option as D. You need not to do the complete calculation. By using the simple calculation technique, we can find the answers. Now, if we look into the next question, the product of two numbers is 2028 and their HCF is 13. Find their LCM they're asking. Now, what they have given here? 2028 they have given. This 2028 is what? Product of two numbers. Product of two numbers means N1 into N2 they have given as 2028. N1 into N2 is always equal to what? LCM into HCF. But did they give LCM and HCF there? No, they have given only HCF, which is 13. Now what I have to find? I have to find LCM. Now how we will find LCM? LCM equal to 2028 divided by 13. Now all of you observe carefully. 13 once how much? 13 only. Remainder is what? 72. What is 13 into 5? 65. Yes or no? Now here if you observe, remaining calculation and all I will not do it. Here if you observe, with 15 only one option I have, which is nothing but B, that I can consider as my option. Anyway the answer is going to be 156 only if you solve also. But by using options without doing that calculation part, I can find my answer or not. That is how you have to solve in the competitive exams. Next question, if you observe, the numbers are in the ratio of 4:5:6 and their LCM is what? 180. Now here you have your LCM as 180. This LCM if you divide with these numbers, you will be getting the original numbers or not. So what I will be doing? 180 I will divide with 4. If I divide with 4, 4, 4, 16, 2, 0, 4, 5, 20. So here I will be getting one number as 45. Next, again 180. If I divide with 5, 5 3 is 15, 5 6 30. One more number I will be getting it as 36. And finally 180 if I divide with 6, 6 3 is 18, 30. So 30. One more number I will be getting it as 30. Now here what they are telling, their LCM is 180, their HCF is what? Whenever you are taking the HCF, what you will be considering? Whether the number is divisible by all the numbers or not. That only you will be checking. Now with 5 if I check, 5 9s 45. 45 I can divide with 5. But is that possible to divide 36 with 5? No, I cannot divide. So I will be eliminating my option A. In the same way, option B if I take, 45 I can divide with 2. No, I cannot divide. I can eliminate my option B as well. If you see option C, 3, 45 I can divide with 3 or not. 3 1 3, 3 5 is 15. I can divide it. 3 1 3, 3 2 6. I can divide it. 3 10 30. So only option what I have is C, where I can divide all three numbers. If you check with option C, 4 I cannot divide 45 36. I cannot divide 30 also. So directly I can eliminate option D also. So what is the option that I am left with? C, which is 3. If you want, you can solve in this way, or you can directly take the LCM for 4 5 6. What is the LCM for 4 5 and 6? The LCM for 4 5 and 6 is 60. Okay, 6 into here 6 into 5 is going to be 30. 30 into 2 60. 60 is divisible by 4 5 and 6 or not? Yes. If it is divisible by 6, if it is divisible by 3 numbers 4 5 and 6, then I can consider my answer as 60. Now 60, whatever the LCM I have here, that I have to divide with this number what they have given. 180 by 60 is how much? 180 by 60 is going to be 3, and that is going to be your answer. Understood all of you? If you observe the next question, what is the HCF of 2 cube into 3 power 4 into 2 power 5 into 3 square they have mentioned? Yes or no? Whenever you are taking HCF, what is the meaning of HCF? Highest common factor. Highest common factor. Now, if you are observing the question, can you tell me what are the highest common factors we have there? If you observe here, 2 cube into 3 power 4 I have, 2 power 5 into 3 square I have. Between 2 cube and 2 power 5, what is the highest common factor I have? The highest common factor will be 2 cube only. Here I have 2 2's extra or not. So my common factor will be 3 only in between these two numbers. So I'll be taking only 2 power 3. In the same way, between 3 power 4 and 3 square, what is the highest common factor I have? 3 square. So that is what I'll be taking here. And my answer is going to be 2 cube into 3 square. Option C. Understood all of you? Now let us look into the next question. The ratio of two numbers is 5:6. If their HCF is 8, what is the LCM they're asking? Whenever you are finding the LCM, first of all you should find the numbers. If you have to find the numbers, 8 if you multiply with 5, what you'll be getting? 40. And this is nothing but N1. 8 if you multiply with 6, what you'll be getting? 48. This is nothing but N2. You have your HCF here. What is your HCF? 8. Now how many times you are dividing 40 with 8? 5 times. How many times you are dividing 48 with 8? 6 times. If you multiply these two numbers or these two numbers, you'll be getting your LCM or not? What is 40 into 6? 40 into 6 is nothing but 240, and 240 is going to be your answer, which is nothing but option D. This is how we can solve the questions from LCM and HCF. Still, if you have any doubts in this concept, you can comment in the comment box. Definitely, I'll be doing more videos on LCM and HCF concept. Thank you everyone. Thank you for watching the video.